Hello people of YouTube, I'm John, and today on N-Scale Friday we have a couple of cars to look at. So let's head over to the workbench and take a look. Alright, so here's what we're looking at today. I have a couple of them. These are 64-foot Trinity Reefers in N-Scale. They're by Atlas, of course. And looking on the Atlas website, I found an undecorated version of these and then two decorated versions. The strange thing is that the one in front of us here, closer to the camera, that says naked on the left side, is not listed on Atlas's website. What is listed is the ARMN plain one, which is behind the naked one, and then a Tropicana one, which I'm sure is going to be very popular with people. But I mentioned that because I couldn't find the naked on the website. These go for $39.95, both decorated and undecorated. We'll take a look at the naked one first. I've got to say that this is a really, really nicely done model. The molded detail looks like separately applied parts, and I believe that the door is in fact a separately applied part. That's how it has all this sort of gap detail around the edges. That's really good. The logo and all the printing on it is just superb. Taking a look at the brake end, you can see that it has a photo-etched crossover platform and a separately applied brake wheel. The ladder detail is all molded, but it looks really good. And I figured I'd show you the other side of the car while we're at it. Now, usually the A end of a car like this is kind of boring. In this case, it's not boring at all because it has all the air conditioning stuff on it, including this separately applied AC unit. There's a photo-etched platform here, and all of this sort of platform on the end looks to be a separately applied part. The detail on this is just astounding, especially for N-Scale. If you look under the air conditioner, you can see a little hose going down into the car. That's pretty cool. I wanted to show you the other side of the A end. It's kind of obscured behind this rail here, but if you look back in there, you can see that, I can't even get the pointer back in there, but you can see that there's a painted hose detail of a hose that goes into the car. And then you can also see the molded detail on the grille. Just this AC unit alone is worth looking at on this car. This is really cool. I've had a chance to see the tops of cars like this as a train went under an overpass that I was on, and that's exactly what they look like. You know, they would have rust and other assorted weathering details on it, but they're pretty plain on top. Now taking a look at the bottom of the car, you can see there's a lot of separately applied brake rigging down here. That looks really good. And then something else that's worth mentioning while we're looking at the bottom is the fact that these are body-mounted knuckle couplers and it has metal wheels as well. Those are two things that you find yourself having to do quite often with N-Scale products. This comes with them. That's great. Alright, I've changed over to the other one, and we're going to look at this one in reverse order. So there's the brake rigging I was talking about on the other one. It's also on this one. And the metal wheels and body-mounted knuckle couplers. Excellent. The top on this one's the same. Really kind of boring. There's not much to see there. But you got to look at it because we're going all the way around the model. Again, I'm just going to show you all this really great air conditioning unit detail. These are really cool cars. And of course, from this angle, you can also see that photo-etched platform in there. Very cool. I think a lot of modern prototype N-scalers are going to be really excited about these cars. I think these are the reefers that I've seen the most of out on the rails. Something I was noticing on this particular one is, did you notice the blue end caps? Look at that. That's a great touch, isn't it? They're not rotating end caps, but they are painted blue, and that's what the real ones look like. That's really cool. And again, look at the detail in the door and look at the gapping around the door. That's from, I'm sure this is a separately applied piece. It doesn't open, but I've seen the way cars like this are made, and they apply the door from the inside. And it makes it pop a lot more when it's made that way. More than just regular molded detail. And we'll take a quick look at the brake end here. This one also has a photo etched metal crossover platform and separately applied brake wheel. And you got to see the angle you're looking at now when we looked at the other car, so you got to see it on this one too. Those ladders really do look like separately applied parts, but they're not. And finally, we'll look at this side. Man, that door really does pop, doesn't it? That looks awesome. These are a couple of really good models by Atlas, and I have to say that modern era N-scalers are going to be really excited to get their hands on these. I find it a little strange that I was not able to find the Reefer with the naked logo on Atlas's website. I'm not sure how that happened, but in any case, they're cool models, they have good details, and the AC units are especially good looking on these. I'm excited, so I'll catch you next time.